Coming later this video, color, color, color. Do you like eggs?
Yay!
Giant chicks?
Yay!
What about carpet?
Yay!
Then this is your lucky day. All this and more can be yours for the low, low price of watching this video.
Yay! Oh yeah!
It's the AlphaCraft Easter Coloring Contest Spectacular. Watch all the pulse-pounding coloring action today. Hello there and welcome back to AlphaCraft. Today we're going to take on the challenge of coloring with carpets while fighting the urge to constantly change things over and over and over and over and over, as my brain constantly wants to do. Truly a daunting task. But before I get ahead of myself, let's head over to the shopping district where Stina has put up another Easter challenge for all the alphas. And magically, through the power of editing, here we are. Let's see what she came up with. Now, if you want to read all the rules, please feel free to pause the video and read everything in its entirety, but I'll summarize for you. We buy a map. Then we go to the end and use the carpets located in all of these chests to color the platform any way we see fit. Seems simple enough, but knowing me, I'm sure I'll find a way to complicate it up for myself. There are other details in the book, like what to do when we're done, but I'll go over those later, when we're done. Let's get this carpet laying extravaganza started. Oh, wait. Let's take a moment to look at the blank map before we place anything. Oh, look at the cute little chickie. Oh, it's so cute, it's so cute. So I've been messing around in Photoshop to try and sort out some basic color scheme for the eggs, but other than that, I think we're going to figure things out as we go along. Let's get this party started. Take two. Oh, yeah, one more pause. For obvious reasons, a lot of this process will be done in replay footage, and also, you can see all the lines of glass in the platform. During the replay footage, I'm going to be using a texture pack that hides the glass. This is mainly to avoid any video compression issues on YouTube. Other than that, it will be coloring. Okay, anything else? No, I think that might be it. Okay, it's coloring time! For realsies. I thought this would be a good point to break away from the time-lapse for a moment and check in on what it looks like. So far, I'm pretty happy with how it looks, but I have been picking away at things through the entire process. I mean, I follow a basic rule. If I see something that bugs me over and over and over and over, then I go back and rework it until I'm happy with it. Like how I added shadows to the chicken and softened the lines using brown carpet so that the only part of the drawing still in black are the eyes, which make them really stand out. I even managed to find a way to sneak a GGG logo into the drawing. Just for curiosity's sake, here's what I was working off of from Photoshop. Just some basic color choices and ideas before I came on here and put them in place. All in all, I like it. But now it's time to figure out what I'm going to do with all that white space. Back to the time lapse! I had a lot of ideas for what I could do with the background, but I kept running into issues of, could I do them? And could I do them, make them look good? Or did I have enough space for the idea? Stuff like a Minecraft logo hanging in the sky, or a mountainous landscape off in the distance with some pathing curving around the eggs and running off the page, to even having an AlphaCraft logo hanging in the sky like the sun. What I ended up landing on was putting the drawing on top of a background that looked like it was drawn by a child. Now, there were two reasons I thought that might work. One being that it was well within my abilities to do childish level art, and two, I thought it might be a nice contrast for the extremely detailed looking drawing in the center. I covered up every black line in the drawing, and it ended up giving it a sort of frosted or 3D decorative look, sort of like a Fabergé egg have, with all that detailed painting. So the background would be simplistic while the eggs are very detailed. That's the idea, at least. Let's see if I pulled it off. But before I show the completed map, I wanted to show something to do with how Minecraft lighting works with maps and why I have these mountains of stacked carpet all over the place. So here we are in my creative world. Now imagine this little square of green is the grass on the map. Now it's just a little plain, a little flat. Let's add some texture to it by placing a single carpet over here in the corner. Now when we look at that on the map, we see a slightly brighter green dot on top of a slightly darker green dot. So we can go around the field and randomly place some carpets and turn a field of green that is one color into a field with 3 different colors and give it all some variety. So by using the game shading system, we take the 16 colors of carpet and can theoretically expand them to 48 colors. It takes a lot more work, but it gives you some more options. Now, let's go over to this other field and try to draw something on it, like some taller grass that stands out against the background. Let's put in a central part here, and then have one blade bending off to the side over here, and then a second blade of grass on the other side. And let's take a look at the map and see what it looks like now. You can easily see the top 2 portions of the grass, but the central line is almost invisible. If we squint, we can just about make out that it's slightly brighter down the central line, but it's really hard to see. So, what can we do about that? Well, the answer is this. Create a second layer of carpet starting one in from the top, and then a third layer, and a fourth, and a fifth, all starting one spot further south. And eventually, we get this. Now the grass stands out bright and clear against the background. Any east-west lines you have will be fine, but if you want to draw anything along a north-south line, then you have to do these silly little mountains of carpet to get them to show up on the map. Okay, so enough stalling. Let's take a look at the final map. And here we are. Ta-da! I've made a lot of little tweaks all over the map and added a lot of variation to the grass area to make it a little more interesting than just a flat field of green. I think if my goal was to have a child's drawing as a background, I kind of lost the thread on that one. I mean, it's sort of childish, but I couldn't stop adding details all over the place. But all that said, I like it enough that I'm going to hang a copy of this up on the wall in my base. If you look close, there's a bunch of little birdies in the sky, and the sunbeams have that not quite straight quality to them that children's drawings seem to have, and there's even some detail work on the tree trunk and shadows beneath the eggs, and let's see, what else? Oh yeah. There's even a cute little creeper all dressed up for the holiday. A welcome addition to any Easter party. Am I right? Well, maybe not, but anyway, let's get this map saved. And there it is, hanging on a light block, giving all those colors an extra little kick of vibrancy. I really do like how this turned out. But now to complete the challenge. I need to lock the map and save it with my name and what my time played stat is from the statistics page. Stina has something up her sleeve about using that stat, but we'll have to wait until the contest is over to find out what it all means. And there we go, all locked and saved. And now we have the horrible task of literally washing away all that hard work as if it never existed. I got to admit, I'm having a little problem with that. I mean, it just seems wrong. But rules are rules, I guess. It has to be done, so here goes. Let's clean away the carpet. Now I'm going to leave the rest of this to your imagination while I head on back to the base and meet up with you there. And here we are again. Before we turn this map in, we need to make a copy so I can hang it on my wall. Seeing as it's my only... Oh my God!
Crikey dingo.
Okay. Someone's gonna pay for that. Geez, that one really got me. My brain is fried from all the carpeting, and that just wasn't expected, but never you mind that. Someone will be got. So while I go and have a lie down, I have been Gragore, and this has been AlphaCraft. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, always try and find a way to make it fun. See ya. Watch out, bed. Here I come.